everybody. Church here, Manic Vandals. With me always is GiganticMean.
Hey everybody.
And yeah, today we're going over new commanders that we're gonna be well, not newly released commanders that we're gonna be getting into. Um, yeah, and I just shared
Ah,
with GiganticMean one of mine, and he's not very happy about it.
no, I'm not. I'm not happy at all. And it's, I mean, I hate that card. I do.
All right.
But
All right.
go
Well,
ahead.
well. All right. So that was our little primer, but real quick, uh, just a reminder because I forgot in the last video. At 1,000 subscribers, we're giving away a booster box, Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, the new set. Uh, so you guys need to hurry up and subscribe because we don't want to be trying to give out a Kamigawa box like a year from now. That's no fun. So
They'll be expensive then. We better buy them
yeah,
now.
yeah. So hurry up and subscribe so we can give this booster box out to somebody. Uh, okay, so that's out of the way.
Yeah.
Commander decks we're making. I guess we'll just start off with this one because we were
Uh,
talking about it. So the one I was gonna make is Turgrid, God of Fright.
yeah.
It's a 5 mana flippy legendary. So the one side it's 5 mana, 4 power, 5 toughness, legendary creature. Uh, uh, Turgrid's got menace, and whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-token permanent or discards a permanent card, you may put that card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. And the other side is 4 mana Turgrid's Lantern, legendary artifact. You can tap it. Target player loses 3 life unless they sacrifice an on-land permanent or discard a card. And then you can pay 4 mana to untap it. And
I
Gigantic
hate
Mean
that
is
card.
not very well.
No, I'm not. I hate that card, man. I hate that.
Wait,
And the fact that he's a commander, he doesn't go away. You know what I mean? It's like he just comes back.
yeah. Wait, so was this card actually good at some point? Because
Um,
I never saw it.
you never saw it. I mean, it's making a comeback, but what it was good in was they would never play the flip side. They would play the discard side, and it was good in discard decks. So yeah, when rotation happened, no one picked it up. I think there's a few decks floating around that use it now as a discard, kind of a yoink deck, discard so you can take what you have. But they're not very successful. They're
Right.
like in the meta, they're not. And I was glad that people quit playing that stupid card. But yeah. Yeah, but
I mean,
no, I guess they're making a comeback.
yeah.
But anyway, go ahead.
Well, I guess I'm not really one for anti-fun mechanics, but uh I feel like discard they
I don't believe that. I just don't believe what you just said because I played that stupid Shu Yun deck. I, I don't
well,
believe. I don't. I think you just lied.
no, no,
You mean anti-fun for you
no,
or
no,
for me?
I'm actually taking apart that Shu Yun deck.
Why?
Uh
It's a good deck.
uh I don't know. It wasn't I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll keep the list. Um, I'll keep the list handy, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, see the thing about Turgrid is my turn won't take 2 hours,
Oh
like it did
hell
with the
yeah,
Shu Yun deck. Uh,
yeah,
it'll be
yeah. That's
pretty
it.
fast. It'll just be all right. You discard stuff. All right, your turn.
Yeah, you have nothing in your hand. I have everything you have. Yeah.
uh, yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, the Shu Yun deck, I mean, it was just like, yeah, I don't know. Uh, like, your turn takes 20 minutes, and you just do, like, a whole ton of shit, uh, which, I don't know. That's not... I like fast stuff, not,
Yeah.
not, like, long, drawn-out, dirtily stuff,
Yeah, I
uh,
don't either.
so, um,
Yeah, I like getting it done. I like losing fast.
yeah. Yeah, I actually agree. I'd rather lose, um like, I would rather lose 5 games in a row than lose 1 game in that same amount of time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Um,
Yeah.
and the flip side, I would rather lose 5 games than win 1 game in that same amount of time. Unless it was
Yeah.
like a ranked standard game, and then, it's like, whatever, fuck it. But,
Yeah. Yeah.
um,
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, even on well, we're yeah, we're going off, but yeah, I just would rather the games be faster because even if you lose, you still have time to make up that loss as opposed to taking 20 minutes to lose a match. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Then you've lost more time than yeah, that's the way I look at it.
yeah,
It's a time thing. So yeah,
yeah.
but anyway.
Um,
But I agree. But yeah, so that's so you're doing the this guy. So what is this? Is this other deck part of it, or is that something else? What's this?
no, that's something else.
Oh, that's something else.
So I'm really just making this because, uh, there's a few things I like about commander decks that I make, and one of them is I like when, um I like when you can do the thing you set out to do without having to have, like, the incredibly expensive cards, you know?
I agree.
Like
Yeah.
like you can start off with, like, a decent deck, and then you can build on it as much as you want.
Yep.
Um, and I have that discard, like, modern or vintage deck or whatever the fuck it is.
Oh, yeah, you and I were playing.
Yeah,
We ended up with 2 discard decks. Yeah.
yeah. So, I can just take shit from that one,
Mhm.
and then just some other random shit I have laying around. So,
Yeah. Yeah,
uh,
that'd be good.
yeah. So that's why I'm going with this one.
Yeah,
Um,
you've got it. Well, I don't know if that exile, what would that card do? It's the card that's in standard now. I like it. Where it makes you discard 2 cards and then exiles your graveyard.
oh, well, that I don't think that would work in this if it exiles their graveyard,
Mm, okay.
because I think it has to go to their Oh, well, uh, I'd have to. How would that
Yeah.
work? So if they have 10 cards in their graveyard, which I guess doesn't really matter. Oh, well, if it exiles after they discard, then
It exiles after they discard. Yeah, it's 2
yeah.
steps. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't... I guess that wouldn't work then,
Mhm.
because it would exile it, and then you wouldn't be able to pull it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Hmm.
Um, but I mean, sacrifice and discard. I mean,
Oh,
there's
it's a
plenty of
ton of
shit.
stuff.
Yeah, so you don't need, like, the top of the line, you know, cards for that. You can just get what you have, make a little deck
Yeah.
out of it.
Yeah.
Um, the thing that I was thinking about this, which is kind of weird, and it's not a reason you shouldn't build a deck, but um, it's kind of weird trying to use this over spell table, because you're, like, taking their cards, but you can't, like, take their cards,
Hmm.
obviously. So it's like you would have to like I'd have to have like a pen and a pad and like write down like what cards I currently like took from them.
Oh
So
yeah.
so I could like put it on my screen, you know?
Hmm.
Um Again, it's not a reason to not build the deck, but that was like um I don't know, just some random observation I had.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. I mean, I didn't even think about that. You
Yeah.
thought way further ahead than I did. But yeah, that's yeah. How
Oh,
would yeah. I wonder if there's something on spell table that lets you do that.
uh, that's a good question. There are
Seems like
there's a lot of stuff like hidden on there, so it's definitely possible.
yeah, yeah. That
It's a
seems like they should have that, you know?
yeah.
Because Reds had Yoink forever, right? You
Oh
can
yeah.
take you can take their stuff, so you would think like they would have something for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, red's got like temporary yoink and blue's got like like sometimes permanent.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah.
um yeah. So that sounds like a good TikTok video where people start like bickering with each other.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it does. I mean, but someone will have the answer. That's the
Oh yeah.
thing. We've got about 1,100 followers there, and out of those 1,100, someone will know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I mean, and it seems like the best way we get our answers these days,
yeah.
those
Yeah,
TikTok
it is.
vids.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Those folks are great.
yeah. All right, so that's the Commander numero uno. If you want, we can go over yours.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we can go. So I'm looking at here. I was looking up that card. Um, that is driving me crazy. The discard and exile card. Let me look that up real quick. It's
All right, yeah,
it
discard two cards, exile graveyard.
yeah. So let me
Go blank.
go blank. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I guess the way this is because this is
It,
all in one card, you
it
won't be
won't
able to
fit.
take this stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it won't fit. So before we get over to my stuff, so you can play it as the lantern out of
Uh,
command zone.
I am guessing that I
Okay,
don't
there's another TikTok right there.
yeah,
Yeah.
God of
Uh,
EDH. Uh, uh, uh,
you looking at rulings?
yeah, sorta. Yeah, I'm trying to. I'm assuming you can. Uh,
Gosh, there's almost an $8,000 Sisay deck. That's crazy. Here we go. Here's some more my alley. 109 enchantment deck. Here we go.
well, yeah,
Yeah, you
we'll.
go ahead. I'm just getting ready.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I can't. It's funny. Looking up looking up Turgrid. Uh, I just see a bunch of threads like this one. Make Turgrid fun for others? Question mark.
I know. I know. That's what I'm thinking too. Yeah. It's it is nasty. It is nasty. All right. So let's look here. All right. This is going to be fun to play though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, if you're ready, we can just switch over because
Yeah, yeah, no, and that'll be a TikTok if we can. I would think you might be able to, right? Because he's both sides. Yeah. Well, anyway, so yeah, I'm looking at Sisay Captain Weatherlight Captain deck, and just a shrine and an enchantment deck, and the only creature that's in it is Sisay. So it looks like it'd be fun to play. I mean, maybe a little bit, and based off our videos, I want to say this: I'm learning how to play Krenko. My son and I uh, played a few matches. I built another commander deck, and still working on it. It's the blue artifact, and still tweaking it, but it's not ready. But yeah, and I let him play the Krenko deck, and yeah, well, I'm learning a little bit more how to play it. I think taking out some cards, adding some cards in, stuff like that. I keep tweaking it. But yeah, that being said, the Sisay Weatherlight Captain deck is built around just shrines and artifacts, and yeah, it looks fun to me. It's something of a little bit different, and I swear I think I should add Dance. Oh, Dance of the Mance is in it. Yeah. So I was getting ready to say I should add Dance of the Mance to it. Well, it's already my favorite deck already. If you watched our other video, I love Dance of the Mance. So that card is I won so many games with that card. But yeah, so that's great. And but I don't know how it's going to fare against old Tegrid if he's taking all my enchantments and my everything. So, but yeah, hopefully we'll have
um,
enough removal
yeah.
to handle it.
Well, so Sisay,
Hmm.
I've never played with or against this, so obviously take it for what you will. But
Yeah,
uh,
same here.
uh, it's on EDH Rec. It's the eighth most popular deck
Really?
out of all the commanders. Yeah, it's number eight. Uh,
I didn't even know that.
yeah, which yeah, that's pretty good. So there's plenty of Sisay info out there for you to you know do your research. Figure out what'll work, what won't work. Uh,
Yeah. You could also make a soldier deck out of her. I forgot she's a soldier. Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of the cool thing. I mean, you could. I imagine there's plenty of routes to go with this. Like I had no idea that there was like a shrine element to it. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't either. I just come across it and I thought, oh, I like this.
yeah, yeah, and with all the there's new shrines coming out in the new set. So, uh, are those legendary? I guess we'll have to do some.
Some of them are. Yeah. Some of them
Oh, okay,
are.
some of them are.
Yeah. Like the Sanctum of Stone is legendary. Sanctum of Shattered's legendary. Sanctum of Fruitful Harvest. All the Sanctums that were in M21 are legendary.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so
Now, go ahead.
I was just gonna say we should probably read the actual Sisay card, but
Oh, okay. Go ahead. You got it.
yeah. So whenever I see this card, I was on a long tear watching. You might not know him. His name's Rudy. He does like the Alpha Investments videos.
I have seen him. Yes.
Yeah, he. I watched a ton of them when he was opening these boxes,
Hmm.
and every time he would pull this card, he would go sissy. So whenever I see this card, I would just say that to myself. Um, so yeah, so Sisay, Weatherlight Captain. It's 2 and a white, legendary creature, human soldier, 2 power, 2 toughness. Sisay gets +1/+1 for each color among other legendary permanents you control. You can pay white, blue, black, red, green. So just like all the colors. You can pay the 5 colors, search your library for a legendary permanent card with converted mana cost less than Sisay's power. Put that card on the battlefield. Shuffle your library.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, so that's I mean, obviously that's pretty good. Otherwise, she wouldn't be number 8 on the
No.
pantheon of commanders. Um, by the way, that's number 8 popularity wise, not number 8 power wise.
Yeah. What's Taggart? He's probably like number gazillion on popularity. Yeah. No one likes him. No one likes him.
Yeah. Oh man. It's like now that I'm thinking. All right, so
Yeah.
so so Turgrid's number 73, which is actually a lot higher than I thought. Uh
Yeah. Yeah.
uh yeah,
I'm just messing with
apparently
you.
yeah, but I mean now that we've like talked about it, I'm like fuck, should I just like build something else?
Well, if you've ordered the cards, build it. Have you ordered the cards yet?
Yeah, well let me see what I don't I didn't order much for that. Hold on.
I say do it. Let's do it because maybe it'll be fun. You know what I mean? I mean, he is weak as far as I don't know what you're putting in there for protection, but he comes in as an artifact, which he can be blown up if you do that, and he can, and even on the the you got to wait till turn 5 to get him in, So if you come in as a creature, so I mean, he's
Yeah. Well, I got a bunch of other shit for other decks. But that was the only card I actually got
Mm,
for that deck, and it was only two it was only like $3. So
really.
I could just contact the seller and just be like, hey, I don't want Turgid, I don't want people to hate me.
No, don't do
Well,
it. It'll be good content. We can do it, That's
oh
fine.
yeah, I didn't think of that. I mean, we
Yeah,
can
yeah,
just rustle each other's jimmies.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
do it. And I'm gonna make a discard deck and surprise you with it.
yeah, yeah, I'll just
No,
keep it because it's if it's only $3, what difference does it make?
yeah, yeah.
Um, but yeah,
Oh yeah. The
well,
eldest reborn. That's what you need in that deck too. Yeah. I just saw that.
oh yeah, I hated that fucking card, dude.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man, because it's like once this thing, like if you're at the point of the game where they can just like cast this thing,
Hmm.
the game's over. Uh, but anyway, back to
Sisay.
yeah, Sisay. I have like 8 trillion tabs open. Yeah.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah, but the list that I haven't put it on EDH Rec yet. I guess I need to, but yeah, running the Sanctums and then the Sanctums and then the Hondens of the Seeing Winds, Honden and Infinite Rage, Cleansing Fire, and Night's Reach. Um, and then Wilderness Reclamation, Dawn's Reflection, uh, you name it, it's got it. Scylla Primordium, Market Festival, Kaya's Ghost Form,
Yeah.
The Eldest Reborn. I know I'm spitting them out, but
Um,
yeah,
what's your plan for the mana base? Because 5 mana, that's kind of like be a little tricky to support.
yeah, it is, and so that's why I bought dual lands. Now I'm kidding.
Yeah, I
Oh,
bought the 10 classic dual lands. I got all the
yeah,
shock lands, all the fetch lands. Yeah, and then
yeah,
$3,000 later, I'm ready to go.
yeah, that's right. So, here we go. Oh, that's my alarm clock. There, I've got Command Tower, Opal Palace, Exotic Orchard, Ash Barrens, Mystic Monastery. I got a Sandstep Citadel, Nomad Outpost, Boros Garrison, Gateway Plaza, Transguild Promenade, Terramorphic Expanse, Rupture Spire, Evolving Winds, of course, and Saltwater Cliffs, Windscarred Crag, Rugged Highlands, Bloodfell Caves, Blossoming Sands, Tranquil Cove, and then of course some basics after that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but
All
yeah,
right. So,
I mean,
so I
I,
mean,
I, I was spitting off a lot. I'm sorry.
right. No, it's fine. I mean, it sounds like you're just sort of starting off with like whatever, just like regular old tap lands, which
Yeah,
is fine. I mean, obviously, I mean, in this deck, it almost sounds like I don't know, like It's like 5 colors in 100 card singleton. It's like what's like the right thing to do in that situation? Like, do you just use like 40 like dual tap lands? You know?
yeah, I know, I
Uh,
know. And I only have one actual, you know, I have a brush land, and
right.
it's a reprint, and but yeah, I have that, so that'll go in there. But other than that, I mean, everything I have is tap lands or paint. I've
Right.
got a pain land, but it's colorless, so that probably won't even make it in. There's no need to
Yeah.
have it. So,
Yeah. Um.
and then
You could pick up a fabled passage.
I have one. Yeah, I can dig that. I was just thinking when I saw the in the list, the evolving wilds, I was like, oh, I have a fabled passage
Yeah.
somewhere. I have to find it. You know how that is.
Yeah. Sometimes
Absolutely.
it's just easier to like fucking buy another one than it
I
is.
know. Is it not the truth? It's like I know I have an Emery here, but I'm going to buy another one because I can't find the one that I have.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
just sucks.
I
But yeah,
yeah, I was texting you about that, but I was literally going through that yesterday. Like,
really, yeah.
well, yeah, I mean, I was trying to buy like all these like shitty like tap lands, and it's like they're
Mhm.
10 cents a piece. I'm like trying to keep track of which ones I like have like in the cart, uh, like which ones I didn't get yet, uh, and then I just said fuck it, and I just like got rid of like 90% of everything I like put in the cart, you know.
Yeah,
It's like somebody should sell like just like a tap land like starter kit, you know.
yeah.
It
Like
just
four of everything. Yeah,
yeah.
I agree. Or for commander, it'd be a single of everything. You know what I mean? It'd be a tap land. That's a good idea,
Yeah.
David.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah,
We have nothing else to do. Let's do that.
yeah. Yeah, the Manic Vandal tap land starter kit.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I think it actually would be helpful, but I
It
don't,
probably sell well too. You know what?
yeah. Yeah, just for,
Yeah,
you know, casual playing,
yeah,
suit
yeah. I think
your
so.
tap land needs.
Yeah.
Um so,
So go ahead.
uh so I never really processed what this card did. Uh, and that actually sounds really good. Like I never like searching having a commander that searches your library is just like huge.
Hmm.
Um, and then if it's for a legendary permanent, you know, obviously you just make everything a legendary permanent.
Right.
Uh, so
And you know what would go in here well is that card we talked about for Kamigawa, the mirror. What is it?
uh
I'll pull it up. Oh my goodness, it's the mirror box. But it's not legendary. But it allows you to bring in other legendary artifacts or a legendary creature. Uh, we can have a copy of a legendary creature. So that's not going to fit in there because we're all artifacts or enchantments. No, it applies
no.
to permanents. The legend rule doesn't apply to permanents you control. Hmm.
You would need a way to copy stuff.
Yeah.
Is that in this
Oh yeah.
deck anywhere?
No, it's not. So that's just
There is that Jace card. is it like Jace's Ingenuity or something?
I think it is.
Um, Jace. How you spell ingenuity? Is that what
I
that
N
is?
INGEN UT.
Oh no, no, that wasn't what. It's like a Jace something copy permanent, but the permanent, I don't know, whatever, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
it doesn't matter.
um,
Yeah. I was sitting there thinking, but yeah, this is basically, though this is Commander, I'm not going to have duplicates of
right,
legendaries in here. Yeah. Unless
yeah.
we copy. Yeah.
Uh, the cool thing about this deck too, it's sort of fits what I was talking about earlier, where like, yeah, sure, you could build a Sisay deck that's like literally $10,000, but you definitely don't need to, you know.
No.
Uh, uh,
And for us, I mean, yeah, we're just having fun.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Unless I'm
know it.
playing Turgid and then
Yeah, yeah. I was getting ready to say I don't know if what I did. The two videos we did were they were fun. I mean, I'm still working on the Krenko and learning how to play it too. That's the other part of it. You have to learn how to play these decks too.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like I ran it and there's a girl on TikTok and I know we're sideboard. Well, we're not sideboarding, but we're she put up the one of the Krenko combos that are in the deck and I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know that was in there. And this where you have the skirt prospector and you have the war chief and you got to have 7 mana to start it. But basically, all you do is you bring out Krenko, you and he has haste. You tap and create goblins. And then you sacrifice Krenko.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
And,
right.
and it's and every time you do it, you gain 2 goblins. You know what I mean? And it's an infinite loop. And then when you're done, you attack. So yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Um yeah, well I mean we're just starting off into our commander foray, so there's a lot of shit we'll have to, straighten up. One thing is disparity in the decks we're playing.
yeah, yeah,
Because I mean that's true. Yun deck it wasn't like optimized by any means, but I got a good hand, and then I got enough card draw, and then I just got a little bit ahead of you, you know, and then
yeah.
it just became me playing a game and you watching.
Yeah,
So
and that's fine though. I mean, that's magic. You know what I mean? It
oh
happens,
yeah,
and
yeah,
I mean that's okay. But I know that uh, yeah, learning to play the decks is another thing.
right. Oh yeah,
There So, but that's fine. I mean, I got to play with my son. I mean, he's learning. He beat me, I was playing the artifact deck and I was tweaking it the whole time, but he beat me like he beat me like 4 times. I beat him once with the artifact deck and so yeah, I was tweaking the artifact deck every time I played. I was yanking something out and sticking something in. So,
right. Wait,
but
sorry, you said the Krenko deck was winning?
yeah, it was winning against me. He was whooping me
Right.
with it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So, but yeah. And so I mean, I worked on it a little bit, but not much. I pulled out some of the janky goblins and
right.
stuck some stuff in. And but yeah, I mean, it'll be fine. I'll probably look at some more lists and oh, and I added that banner in it, and that banner is freaking awesome. The one when you do damage, you draw. The
Oh
plus
yeah,
one. Yeah, that banner's awesome. Yeah, he wore me out with that deck.
yeah,
He got the banner out on me one time. But yeah, but this is I'm excited. It's something different, and we'll see.
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean the sky's the limit with this fucking deck.
Yeah,
Uh, so yeah, yeah. It'll be So so looking at these cards, you I guess you ordered or bought some of the shrines,
Yes.
and then
Oh, I had to get all of them. I don't have any of them. This was all and all the stuff, like, I wasn't playing during this time.
mhm.
So yeah, I've got don't tell my wife, but I've got about $50 in it, so which isn't bad, I don't think.
Oh no.
Yeah,
No.
yeah,
Um, I mean that's exactly how much my order was today.
yeah,
So,
yeah. So and, I probably could have done without some of the lands, but some of this stuff I don't have, like Altar of Pantheon, that's in there. Um, and it works devotion. Dance of the Mance I don't have. It's just yeah. I don't think I could have yeah. This is gonna be good. It'll be fun.
yeah. Yeah, no, this does look like a fun deck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it sort of matches well, not so much the shrine part, but I do like decks that just have like a bunch of like legendary like creatures and shit in it.
Mhm. Yeah.
Because it like it makes like every hand you get like completely different. Uh,
Yeah. I mean, I look forward to it. I think this will be a good one. So when are you gonna have your stuff built? My cards won't be in for probably till next week. So
um, well, so what I ordered, um, I don't, I probably told you this a while ago, but I got some commander stuff for the third Manic Vandal. I feel you in your room.
oh
Uh,
yeah, yeah,
I got
yeah.
him a Gavi Nest Warden deck. I think that's the name.
Hmm.
It's like a cycling tribal.
Right.
And then I also got him Heliod, Sun Crowned.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Helios would fit good in this deck, but go ahead.
yeah. uh, so I got a bunch of like cycling cards for Gavi. Uh, I got some other cards for Neith, which is like the fight rule deck.
Hmm. Yeah.
That's where most of the money was, like probably like $25 worth. Uh,
Oh, that's not bad.
oh yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, really, it's nothing. But then I got I just got some little shit for the Rien deck, like the Naya colored deck. Just some
Ah.
like shitty dual lands, whatever. Um, but then I also got, which if you're ready, we can go to the next commander deck I'm making,
Hmm.
which is Elegeth and Siani. Uh,
Oh, that's the other one. Okay.
yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
they're
I
part.
can get rid of Tegri. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Get rid of that shit.
Yeah.
um,
That's fine. I say play it.
yeah,
So wait a minute. What is this? Wait, you have oh, so what is this? Are they both in the deck? Yeah, I guess they are.
yeah. So they have partner, meaning you can. They're both commanders.
Ah.
Um, yeah. Initially, I was sort of against the whole like partner idea, but mainly because then it just becomes you're just playing like a five color like pile. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but since they're both the same color, it doesn't really that doesn't really apply. And also they do like fit like really well together. Um, just to read them for everybody. So Siani, I have the Storm, 4 mana, legendary creature, 3 power, 2 toughness. Siani has flying. Whenever Siani attacks, scry X, where X is a number of attacking creatures with flying. And then the other one is Elegeth, Crossroads Augur, 6
Mm-hmm.
mana, 5 power, 6 toughness. Elegeth has flying. if you would scry a number of cards, draw that many cards instead. Um, so the idea being, if you can get the wet dream going,
Yeah,
you have both these guys out, and then you're scrying a whole lot, but then you're just like drawing the cards.
right.
Um, um, so yeah, I just figured it'd be a nice little deck, and you
Hmm.
can definitely do this very cheaply,
Yeah.
because just looking at it on EDH Rec, it's like it's just like a ton of like shitty little like flying creatures with scry on them.
Mm.
So, um,
Oh, that's
so
cool though.
yeah, so yeah, should be a fun little deck, and uh,
Oh yeah, the Augury Owl, the Fairy Seer. Yeah,
yeah, so
this will be neat.
yeah, yeah, I know blue is like uh, it's like next to Turgid, it's like the anti-fun color, but uh, uh, I don't know. I I like mono blue, so I figured
Yeah, I do too.
why not make a deck in it?
I don't like getting my stuff countered, but I like mono blue. I do. And you know what? And I don't use it. And what's crazy, I don't play much blue on Arena, but I love it. But one of my favorite cards, and there's one actually in this deck list I'm looking at, is the Wizard class. I love that card. That card is nice. It's
uh,
just enchantment.
yeah, yeah, I see it. Yeah, you start off with no maximum hand size. You level it up, draw two cards. You level it up again. Oh yeah, whenever you draw a card, you get a +1/+1 counter. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
yeah. So
pretty cool.
you pair that up with old Spinksy up there, Elagath, and yeah, you're pumping some stuff up.
Yeah,
So yeah, yeah,
uh,
that's cool. I do like that card. That's not bad. I like that, Dave.
yeah.
Yeah,
That
well, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that wizard class is interesting. It's like $1.50, but that's another card I've never seen it before.
Really, it's hot and a lot of people in Arena run it
Like
in their blue.
in that is it deck.
No, they'll put it in. There's an enchantment deck that's really starting to get popular in Arena, and they'll
Hmm.
run it in that. Yeah, that enchantment deck is annoying, and they only put like one or two creatures in it. Yeah, it's annoying as all get
Right.
out. But yeah, but yeah, they'll run it in that. It's a good card.
Yeah.
I built a blue deck. One of the blue decks I had, we did a video on, had it in there. And, I love that card. I mean, there's nothing wrong with not having max in my hand size and drawing two extra cards. There's not a thing wrong with that.
Oh yeah. Um. Yeah. Yeah. The five is a little pricey, but I mean, once you hit that, I mean, that's that can spiral out of control pretty quick.
Yeah, yeah, it can.
Um.
That it can. Let's see. Let's go here. Oh, so one other one that I'm looking at, it might be a little dinky. I don't know. Um, but it's a let me pull this up. Oh, I love Rakdos. You you know that.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah, but this the Rakdos Lord of Riots.
Hmm. Yeah. He's a popular one.
But my list is not. I mean, it's a cheap list, so it's not going to be.
Oh wait, so you ordered this guy?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So and I think that I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But it's not anything fancy. It's just a little. little pingers in it. We'll see how it goes. No.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, so creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each 1 life opponents have lost this turn. Yeah, so it's like it's one of those like double uh it's like you need two things basically. You need like ways to deal damage like cheaply,
Hmm.
and then you have like the big boys that you know, like the big boys that,
Hit you thump down.
yeah, that you can cast for less. So yeah, that's that'll be a cool one. So
Yeah.
do you have like a main, do you have like a main deck in mind?
Um, kinda. I mean, I've got some like an Avatar Fury, and some Hellkites, and we'll just see. I mean, see how it goes.
Hmm.
It may go horrible, but Thermo Alchemist, got one of those in it, um, and stuff like that.
Right.
Just we'll see. I mean, it'll. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how it goes. I don't, but I figured, I, after it, and this is bad. I'm still working on two other ones, and and now I'm pulling in this, and then we sit there, and if everyone watched the other video, I'm wanting to buy those two decks that we did of the pre-cons that are coming out. It's like my wife's gonna kill me, but I see why people play. I mean, the videos that we do on Arena, that are standard, and it is what it is. I mean, standard. I love standard. Don't get me wrong, but by the time you're closing in on rotation, everything feels stale. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
With Commander, I don't know if it ever gets that way. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if you. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure you run into the same archetypes, but there's so many. Like you look at Sisay, like you were talking about, and how many decks can be centered around that one card? You know what I mean? It's
Right.
just, this her interaction is the same, but everything that else goes into the deck is different. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
just and now I'm jumping full bore, and with spell table, it means we can play. You know what I mean? Um, that's just and I know I do a lot of videos and stuff, but time crunch is a part of it too because we all have obligations, and
Hmm.
but yeah, spell table just facilitates that. But anyway, I went
Yeah.
on a tangent.
No, no, it's fine. I
Sorry.
mean, yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, everything you said definitely makes sense. Um, uh, yeah, I mean, standard. I definitely agree. It yeah. I mean, it's like it gets stale pretty quick, especially on arena, just
Hmm.
because uh, it's like if you were playing paper standard, you'd have to get the cards, whatever, blah blah blah. But like on arena, it's like, well, once the decks are figured out, you
Yep.
just you literally get the cards like a second later, and then everybody's playing them, you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's it.
yeah, but it's like there's definitely an excitement with uh-oh,
What?
we have a guest all of a sudden.
Oh, hey everybody.
Uh, oh, whoops. Oh, yeah, it's yeah, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like a random person dropping in, but yeah, it's I feel you in your room. I wonder if he'll chime in the near future. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, so it's like with Commander, it's like, you have to like go through your cards, which on one hand it's sort of tedious, but on the other hand it is like fun to do,
Yeah.
to like build the deck. And
Yeah.
it takes like a lot of time, but I think it's like a fun investment most of the time.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. But it's like what I'm seeing, and without knowing, let me say it that way. But it's like they build the archetype, right? Like you have Tegrid. Tegrid's a discard archetype. Well, then it's just like sliding pieces of the puzzle in and out. You're like,
right.
okay, I don't, and they build those decks, and then they don't take them apart. You know what I mean? Once they have them built, it's a, you know opposite of what you're doing to the Shu Yun deck. But you know what I mean? It's like those guys, they build that
Right.
sliver deck. They don't take the sliver deck apart. They might tweak it, but they don't take it apart.
Right.
And that's cool. I mean, that's you
Right.
have your 10 decks built or whatever. And it's funny, one guy on TikTok talked about, he built his first commander deck, and he's holding the deck box, and he says, and then I built another and another. And
Yeah.
yeah, and I get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's and so and that's probably it's definitely appealing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You can be as cheap as you want to be with it, and still I think still play decent games. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I mean that's definitely the other thing. So like standard, and you were sort of alluding to this. So like so standard, if you're gonna play in paper, it's like okay, you have to spend like $200 on the deck.
At
If you don't
least.
yeah, if you don't spend $200, you're just playing an inferior version of what you could be playing, so you feel
Hmm.
bad, and then rotation comes around, and then you feel even worse because the thing that you built is just now it's not pointless, but it clearly isn't like you built that to play in standard, and now you can't do that anymore.
Right. That's
Uh,
right. And the thing about that $200 deck, right? It usually drops in value after rotation. You know what I
oh
mean?
yeah,
Because those cards aren't sought after anymore. You know what I
right,
mean? So you unless they're stupid, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Stupid, like planeswalkers, things like that. But yeah, you lose your money on it, and
yeah,
so and at least with even with this, EDH rec, what you build, it hangs in there. I see why there's such a draw to it now,
yeah,
versus what was.
yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, the Tulare Community College professor,
It's a trip.
yeah, oh yeah, yeah, he's awesome. He talks about it a lot, and he's been saying there's been like a clear like boost, like a massive boost in popularity of Commander,
Hmm.
since like the COVID era, which sounds kind of backwards because we're not really, we're not able to play the same way we were,
Right.
3 years ago, which is ironic because now everyone's like doing it.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, but yeah, I mean, I, I'm sure it's just partly or mostly because it's just you can put in exactly as much money as you want to put in, and you don't like feel bad for doing
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Um, it's like
Yeah.
you can build $1,000 deck, you can build a $20 deck. Um,
Yeah.
you can use these, which are little proxies I printed, but I haven't really used them. But
I want to see it. Show them. See them. Yeah.
yeah, so like instead of using $1,000, I just like printed these with a printer.
Yeah. They look
Uh,
good.
yeah, see, look, my guy's
Look,
cradle.
okay, that's Cradle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
save
Yeah. I
myself an
wish I
easy.
had an easy grand. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
Gosh.
uh, I just for the record, not that anyone really gives a shit, but I don't actually use these. I was just uh some of these I printed like 2 years ago, and the other ones I just printed uh just in case I had multiple decks using a card I did have. Uh,
Yeah.
that makes sense. Just so I could keep track of them better. But Um, that's a story for another day.
Yeah. Well, and I think like what you're saying is, yeah, if you own the card and you want to just print a proxy of it just so you don't have to switch it from deck to deck. Yeah,
Right.
I get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's yeah, I think that's good. I'm not getting into the proxy talk, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's just it is what it is. And
Yeah.
um but yeah, I just for me I can't afford the high dollar ink.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean,
And, I'd be better off writing Sharpie on it, and be
yeah.
done with it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I mean that's the thing though. It's like um it's like if you're playing with people who all use proxies, then you can just do that.
right. Yeah.
Um and then if you guys don't use proxies, then you just don't, you know.
Yeah.
Um the thing I will say, which I I was thinking about this today. It's like the only thing you don't want to do is like be the guy who prints out like where did I just throw these things? Yeah, so like you don't want to be the guy that prints out, the 10 original dual lands and then you play against someone who's like not doing it. Uh
Yeah. Yeah.
just I mean like if the deck power levels are like equal then that's fine, I guess, but
Yeah.
if you just like print out cards just to like shit on people who don't print out cards, uh, that's not really
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, and I think like, they talk about the pod and it's whatever their pod accepts. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah,
That's yeah, I think that's
right.
that's between us, and that doesn't bother me. I mean, I'm not going to print stuff, but that's just because I'm lazy.
Right. Yeah, I
I'm too
mean
lazy. I'm too lazy to print one.
yeah, us Magic players can get pretty cheap and lazy when we feel like it.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
right.
but yeah, comes with the territory, I guess. That's
Yeah,
that's why we're playing Magic and not like solving, the world's issues.
yeah. Well, that'll never be fixed.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and that's why we're here talking about
Yeah,
Magic on a
yeah.
very unpopular podcast channel, at least for now.
Yeah, for now.
Uh,
So, did you talk about our giveaway? Oh, you did, didn't
yeah.
you? Yeah, all right.
Uh, yeah, I guess
Yeah,
what
so go ahead.
I was just gonna say whenever we wrap it up, I'll just bring it up again.
Yeah. So,
Uh,
but yeah, I mean the Rakdos deck will be interesting. So
oh
we'll see
yeah,
how it goes.
yeah. I was It looks like he's in here. I was looking up the other Rakdos, the Showstopper.
Hmm.
Uh, but yeah, I feel like Rakdos. It's like a nice color combination.
Yeah,
Um,
I've always loved it.
yeah, and then in Commander, it's like each color brings like certain tools to the table, and with red and black, you get plenty of removal, obviously.
Hmm.
Uh, and yeah, so
Yeah, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I've got Theater of Horrors too, so that should be interesting to
Hey,
do.
oh, he's here.
yeah,
Hey.
so hi. Yeah, I clicked on the computer because I wanted to see if you guys were on, and then I was like, oh well, I can't actually talk, so I had to get off. My phone was dead, of course, and yes, so I'm dropping in. Yeah,
Nice,
That's good.
nice.
I don't want to derail what you guys were talking about, of course. So carry on.
No, that's fine. Yeah, we were just talking about our recent Commander shenanigans. Um,
Nice.
yeah, so we're getting a nice little influx of cards. Um,
Yeah.
um, I
So
can't.
Neon Dynasty's treating Commander well.
well, we went over that previously in the last video. There's two like precons that that they're releasing, and to us they look really good, but people are really not enthused with the Gruul one, which to me seems like uh it seems like a great deal.
Yeah.
Uh like unless I'm missing something, you could buy the commander box and then sell the cards and make money like easily. Uh
It's just crazy.
yeah. But I mean, you know, it's like since they're printing them, they're gonna go down in value a little bit, blah blah blah. But I don't know.
Yeah.
It still seems like a great deal. And then the blue and white one has a removal card that everyone's talking about. Uh, it's like a weird new swords to plowshares. It's a sort of a bad analogy, but it's like a 1 mana like sort of removal, but it also like sort of can be used to protect one of your creatures.
Interesting. So those aren't in like the basic set.
Uh,
I
that's
don't
a,
think they are.
yeah,
Are
that's a
they?
good question. I don't think so. What's the name of
That
that
is.
thing? Uh,
Oh, what was it here? I can pull it up, I think.
uh,
Here.
yeah, I closed those like 70 tabs already.
Yeah, I did too.
Hi. Oh, it's all right.
No.
I can look it up.
Kamigawa precons. Oh, yeah, here we go. So um, uh,
What was that stupid card called?
I found swords to plowshares. Where's the?
It's a 1 cost with flash enchantment.
Wait, it's not. It's an enchant. Yeah, it's an enchantment. It's why is it not here? Did they like just take it out because we talked about it?
Yeah, that's
Uh,
it. That's
they realized how broken it was because we talked about it. Uh,
I see a deck list here, and there's like a
there.
new cards section.
Yeah,
If it's in
Swift.
there,
Yeah, Swift reconfiguration. That was it.
oh, yeah, okay.
cool.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm gonna.
yeah, it was in the other section for some reason.
Right.
Uh,
All right, I'm looking it up quick.
yeah, so it basically makes a creature a vehicle with crew 5 for 1 mana, and it's instant, basically.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, that seems pretty strong. 1 mana
Yeah,
flash.
you can nerf your anyone's commander for 1 mana. I mean, that's nice.
That is nice.
it still keeps its abilities though, right?
Oh, does it?
Like if I cast that on SISAYYYY, it would still like keep its stuff, I guess.
Let me see. Let's look at it.
Because even though it's just like an artifact, you could still use that ability, I imagine. I mean, this card's still really good, but I don't know if I
Yeah.
thought of that before.
I don't think we talked about that. There we go.
Nice.
Um, I was gonna say it would still host Krenko, but I don't think that's really the case either. Because you could probably still tap it, but then you'd have all the goblins anyway, probably. Uh,
Oh, loses its card types. Yeah. Yeah. But it becomes a vehicle artifact. So if someone tried to destroy a target creature, you could protect it. So it's not a nerf, it's really a protection.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess the fact that it's both for 1 mana is pretty good.
And flash.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a weird instant protect and or removal for 1 mana. Instant speed. So, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but we
cool.
like the commander decks. I mean, that the Zorius. The only thing that I noticed, and Dave and I went through it, is the Zorius. The curve is lower. It appears than the Gruul one, but I I like both of them. They both look good to me. That's not saying much. So,
Hmm. What are the money cards in the green one?
what were those? The church had those put on MTG Goldfish.
Oh, okay.
Oh
I don't want to derail what you guys were talking about too much.
no, no, you're fine. Um, there we go. Let's see. Is Church still here?
Yeah. No, I'm back. Sorry.
Oh, so what were the money cards? Do you remember what the money cards were in that?
In the Gruul one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just seemed like a very general like swath of like $5 cards.
Nice.
Um, yeah, I mean the ones I can think of offhand are Mage Slayer and Rhythm of the
Yeah.
Wild. Like those two cards are just $10 right there, and the whole deck is $30. But I mean, there's just like a ton of cards that are like $3, $4,
Yeah. Like
$2.
it's got Krenko, 10th Street Kingpin, Ox of Agonis. I don't even know what Agonis is, but that's an annoying card to play against.
Yeah.
Um,
Um. Yeah. Now. Um. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe one of the arguments is there's no like quote unquote like bomb money cards in it. Uh. But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm fine with it. Definitely.
Seems like good value either way.
yeah, it does.
Yeah. I mean, I guess maybe people are comparing it to that Edgar Markov commander deck where like the commander himself is worth like $200. But
Yeah.
uh but I'm sure he didn't start off that way. It's probably just because they didn't like print him enough.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
um
And I just realized I didn't notice this before on the Chishiro. So when an aura and equipment enters the battlefield, you create a 2/2 red spirit creature token with menace. Did you see that earlier?
yeah.
Yeah. So when you're pumping in enchantments or equipment, you're getting 2/2 creatures as well.
Oh yeah.
I, I don't know, dude. I think I like this deck even more.
Yeah, I mean I think at least he's a very solid fun commander
Hmm.
that you can easily put more like better stuff into, but like the deck itself is fine.
Yeah.
Uh so I don't know. I mean, then again, it's like if we're reading comments, it's like we're looking at comments that are the day this info was released on like specific places to look at magic stuff.
Right.
So it's like it's probably not what the average person would think. Like the average person's probably like us, where they just want to like play and not you know, like we're the casual schmucks of the world,
Yeah.
as opposed to like other people who are like very on top of like magic news and stuff. So uh maybe we'll be more in line with the general consensus, like, you know, when these actually come out. But I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, like you said, it's like I was just reading some comments. Some people are saying things like, you know, they'll pick up the blue and white, and they said what the red and green feels like it's a little overdone, but still good value on the decks. So
Right. Well, I mean that's sort of what we said.
yeah, yeah. I think there's good value in it. I mean, just the blue, the Azorius that I would like to have just to help out my artifact deck. You know, I think there's enough in there that can help it. So
Oh yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
now that we got, I feel you in your room here. Any updates that you can give us?
Well,
Well,
so
sorry.
yeah.
If you have like a plethora of updates, we can just wrap this up.
And then start a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like do you
Um,
have like 15 20 minutes worth of stuff at least?
um, yeah. If you want to wrap that one up, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't have too. I don't have too much. I am in the middle of doing my own list of limited grades
All right,
for
well,
this.
yeah, just we'll just start a new one. Let me just wrap this
Yeah.
up. All right,
Yeah.
so yeah, so to keep all you guys on a cliffhanger, you have to check in next time for
Yeah.
our big limited news. So yeah, so that was our commander talk. We led astray again, but that's fine. But
Yeah.
yeah, you know what we're going with. So we'll we'll let you know how our decks turn out. Whatever, a couple weeks from now.
Yeah. See
Uh,
if I get to burn Tegrid.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Is Turgid gonna become victorious or
Yeah.
fall flat? You'll see next time. All right. So yeah, until next time, we'll see you later.